Hello, everybody. Good day to you all. Today, I am talking about the Legend of Vox Machina, season number 2, episode number 1, 2, and 3. Episode number 1 is Rise of the Chroma Conclave. Episode number 2 is the trial of Vasium, Vasium. And episode number 3 is the Sunken Tomb. And the first episode starts off with the bang. Because we got to see the dragons in action. We got to see how the dragons look, and all the dragons are in CGI. But the movements are very fluid, very fluid, and it blends in quite nicely with the other style of animation that they're using the people to tell the story. Now, the only time the CGI kind of bothered me is when they showed the Sphinx in the second episode. Because the movies felt a little bit stiff, but they didn't show her that much, so you don't really see a whole lot of her. But other than that, I thought the CGI blended in quite well, and the animation as a whole, overall, I thought was done quite beautifully. And very action wise, it was beautiful to look at. And when just for the first episode, it's very intense because a lot of people die. A lot of people die straight off the bat. And everybody from the sovereign, the kings, and the queen. I mean, and we also got to see certain people in action who didn't see much do much in the previous episode. Got to see them use their powers and abilities, but said, okay, well, it wasn't enough, but it was beautiful. Visually, it was beautiful to look at. And I gotta say, each and all these dragons, how terrifying they were very beautifully designed and was just amazing to look at as well too. I wasn't rooting for the dragons, but just watching them in action, just want to see what they're capable of doing was just like amazing. Because you had starting off with the ice dragons is freezing things and freezing people out from the inside of like and way like kind of blowing them up with ice. We saw the blood mixed with the ice and the shattering of that was like, oh my gosh. Then you had that poison toxic dragon shoot out this gas that just like pretty much like burns you up and melts you from all over. And then you had the acid dragon that only can spit out powerful liquid of acid, but it also can like drip it from its wings and spray it all over you like this flying over you can kill you like wow. And then the big daddy dragon, the big daddy fire dragon, with his design alone was just amazing, especially with the jewel into his chest as well too. And then seeing him like shoot out afterburners that came out of his side to show just how intense the fire is going to be. You actually like feel the heat coming off the screen because it was so intense. And then when that thing turned, when the fire went from like an orange color to blue, and it shot out like that, like a power beam. I said, wow, this is amazing. The visuals alone were just amazing. I mean, it was tragic and devastating watching everybody die right in front of you in a very graphic and horrible, scary way. But at the same time, it was so beautiful to look at. I can't stop watching this. This is too good. This is too good. Then you get the second episode here where you get introduced to new characters as well too. Because I mean, you also got Cassandra, Percy's sister, come back into play because mostly everybody's dead, and now they got to find a place to go to try to get a strategy to start all over again. But through this, they get their quest, what they're supposed to do. They got to find the ancient artifacts, so you get an idea what they're going to be doing this season, trying to find ancient artifacts so they can go up against this huge threat. So the dragons probably won't be coming to the picture. They might show the dragons here, and I don't think they might show the dragons that much, but because it seems like they're going to be going on their quest, and when they find out what they're looking for and get what their need, when they come back, it's going to be woo! It's going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. It's going to be huge because we always saw how powerful the dragons are. So now we gotta watch these our characters go through their journey so they can level up, so they can meet this stuff as well too. Because they're not there yet. Because the thing is though, you see them going through these trials to find out who they are in the second episode because when they meet the thing for the first time, and you see in each and every individual what they're dealing with physically and emotionally, what they're still what fears they're still struggling with, and the doubts they still have, and see how they're going to overcome that. And even though Grog was not with them, you see him face his own trials as well. But again, beat his butt whooped by this older man called the Earthbreaker, who like is really messed him up. So I'm like, I really like to get to know who he is and where he come from as well too. And also you got some other new characters that know Vax and Vix as well too, and seeing who they are. And I really like the design of the lizard woman. I really like how she looked. I don't know what she is or what she's supposed to be, but I'm also interested in the relationship they have with them, with Vest and Vax as well. And seeing, we also got introduced to some fish people and seeing them in action. I really did like their design, what they're capable of doing as well too. They didn't really speak anything. I wish they talked, but just watching them in action was just like, wow. And so now we having these characters like knowing what they got to do, and now we're going to watch them pretty much grow from here. Like I said, this show, even though it was very dark and very messed up, it still managed to like it's always bring in the humor as well too. It's not too much that takes you out of the picture where it comes off kind of cheesy and kind of corny, but it has the perfect balance between the darkness and the humor. And sometimes you need that when things just get so rough. But it's, oh my gosh, you just need that little bit of laughter to make you feel a little better. Like things gonna be okay. I mean, yes, it's rough right now. And yes, our people are not in the right place where they need to be. And yes, they are losing. And yes, a lot of people died. And yes, these dragons seem like all powerful beings. Because the thing is, though, the same way they killed the last dragon didn't work this time. Because the thing is, though, they already knew the weak spot. They already knew the weak spot and where they're going with the target. And Grog tried that out the first battle right off the back. He went straight for it. And they said, nope, ain't happening today, buddy. That's a different type of dragon. You find some original OGs right here. We are super powerful, and we ain't falling for that little trick. No. Even the red dragon got a jewel right at that spot saying, "Aim as you want to. Ain't nothing going to happen." And seeing just how much the threat they are, like whoo, made it scary. Wow, I mean, oh my gosh. And the first dragon they fought was like terrified alone, but you still had hope they want to win. But this time, I mean, it has to turn around, but still, it's going to be a fight this time. It's going to be insane. So, great first start to the season right there. Georgia the three first episodes right as well too, and then watching these characters go on their journey and see how they become like better as characters. And also stronger as well too. Looking forward to seeing that. It's always fun to see a character like level up as well, like in all these type of shows, and see them reach a higher level of potential. Also, you got the relationship dynamics going on because they show more of Vex and Vex and a little bit with their background, where they come from, the relationship they have with their father. It's so weird that their father is an elf, and most likely he slept with a human. Because, but at the same time, he hates them for being what they are. But he's the reason why they got made in the first place. Like were they an accident? Did he have an affair, or did he just slept with a human and now just he got stuck with them, or like what happened? I like to know. What's going on there, guys, because he was like he treated them so poorly. Like he really did hate them. Like seeing their father hate them for just existing. Just why? You don't see the mom at all. Did the mom die because of them? And he blames them for that. Was their mom human? And he just blamed them for not that she didn't survive. Did she leave them? Like what happened that makes him hate his children for whatever he blames them for? And seeing how that pretty much and seeing how Vex pretty much always he looked out for his sister, but to the point that even though she couldn't look out for herself, she was so busy trying to please her father, even though he hated her. And then Vex seeing that what was going on there, I just no, you're bending over backwards for this guy who doesn't even like you. We out of here. And then seeing how much he needs her too, wow. I mean, their relationship is beautiful, but at the same time, I don't think it's also quite healthy as well. Because it's one thing, nothing wrong than loving your sister and being there for your brother, your sister, your brother, and being there for them as siblings. That's what you're supposed to do. But when you get to the point where you can't live without them, and you can't function without them, and you can also have relationships without them, and it's starting to get kind of in a weird, messed up way. But at the same time, you understand where it's coming from and why it's there in the first place when you see their backstory. Oh well. So, leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought about these 2 episodes of The Legend of Vox Machina. If you haven't watched watch the show. It's amazing. It blew my mind. These first 3 episodes were just just amazing. So, leave comments down below. Like I always, and also give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really do appreciate it. Also, links down below to share on social media as well. Follow me there. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Except for my Instagram, it got hacked again. I don't know, I keep getting hacked all the time. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but don't follow that one. Just Instagram, there's no. I got to erase everything else off of this, but everything else good. And also to my stores where I sell things, like shirts, socks, and everything else and whatnot. This is one of my shirts right here. This is my NinjaRabbit shirt right here. Many others as well. see some stuff about some stuff, I really would appreciate it. Like I always say, in my dreams of life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.